So, hot off the release this week of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition and also the upcoming Dishonored 2, um, Bethesda has basically changed their policy for reviews. They are no longer interested in early reviews. Um, Gary Steinman, who is the global content lead and former editor in chief of Games Radar and PlayStation, the official magazine, with Bethesda now, said earlier this year we released Doom. We sent review copies to arrive the day before launch, which led to speculation about the quality of the game. Since then, Doom has emerged as a critical and commercial hit and is now one of the rated shooters of the past few years. So basically, they're saying that the timing of reviews doesn't have any connection to the quality of the game. Now, the reason why they said this is because there have been some games recently that have come out, and let's say if they don't release any early copies, I think Assassin's Creed Unity did this. They didn't actually give any they call them like press copies or press releases, where they give the game journalists, early access to the game, sometimes months in advance, just so that they can get a full understanding of the game and give a fair review of it.
Right.
So, the problem with that is...
Wait, so Bethesda wants to stop that?
Yes. And the reason why... Well, so, Unity came out, and they didn't like... Or everyone was just like, well, this doesn't bode well for the game as a whole because, Assassin's Creed Unity turned out to be a glitch fest when it first came out. So when that happened, started realizing this isn't good. Like this is kind of an indication that if you don't give your game out early to be reviewed, it's not ready. It's not going to be a
yeah, that sounds like you're not very confident in your work if you don't want people to look at it earlier.
Right.
It's kind of like, no, don't. It's not finished yet, guys. Don't judge me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what I don't like about it, what it does is, it's actually, it gives people, so if people want to do, like we were talking about pre-orders before, so if people pre-order a game and they only have, let's say, they pre-order based on a review of a game that comes out 2 weeks early, because also they can go ahead and let you have the game early, but they may put an embargo so that you can't release the game until the day of release.
So that you have it ready, though, when it comes out.
Right. So that's what they're concerned about. They're concerned about, we don't want to look like, we don't want it to be Creed Unity, so that all these people come out and say, hey, there's all these glitch problems with it. And the thing is, we're talking about Bethesda. Sometimes they have bad glitches in their games that they have to patch out later, and they take a while to patch them out. But they're upset that what happened with Doom is that everyone... And the thing is, I think with Doom, everyone played the multiplayer. They didn't play the single-player campaign, which is what everyone loves about the game, about the new version of Doom. But what they're doing is they're doing a disservice to people that want to do pre-orders, because people who do pre-orders kind of have to rely, if anything, they're going to rely on early reviews that come out, and they're basically saying, no, we're not going to do that anymore. And that only helps them, I guess, because they're basically saying people will buy our games anyway, whether there's an early game review out or not. So, kind of seems shady to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I don't really see the point in making it to where people can't review it earlier. I mean, to me, if you're really confident in your work, then the early reviews should only be something to help you get people to buy it more, right? I mean, if what you're making and what you've made is good in your eyes, then you should feel confident about people being able to say good things about it to get people to buy the game, to get people excited for the game.
Right.
So, I don't know. I mean, seems like a thing to do to me, but
yeah. And some further comments from Steinman. Let's see. He said, with the upcoming launches of Skyrim Special Edition and Dishonored 2, we will continue our policy of sending copies one day before release, while we continue to work with media, streamers, and YouTubers to support their coverage both before and after release. We want everyone, including those in the media, to experience our games at the same time. So they also said, we also understand that some of you want to read reviews before you make your decision, and if that's the case, we encourage you to wait for your favorite reviewers to share their thoughts. But the problem is, if you're only going to give them a game one day before the release, then that's not enough time.
I guess he's telling you to wait even longer after it's been released.
Yeah, they don't want you to
don't buy the game as soon as
day
it comes
one,
out, guys. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, so it's kind of a weird message to send to it, and I guess it's their call as a business. I just don't think it's very good. It kind of looks a bit shady, but we'll see how it goes. So if you're waiting on a Bethesda game and you think that it may not be the best, or you don't like what you've seen about it,
don't be too quick.
Yeah, don't be too quick. Wait for a full review to come out. That is what they're there for.
Yeah.